Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Oh, child. It's been one of them days. It's been one of them days, y'all. One of those days. A relaxing day. Ooh, child. See what's going on now here. Oh, they got the. Okay. They're gonna have a barbecue, I guess. Child, I need to go sit out here on this porch. That's what I need to do. That's what we might do. But I know I have to get Marley's little thing. Let me see. Let me get her little thing first. And then we'll just sit outside for a minute and chit chat. Come here, Marley. Let me see if she'll act right, y'all. Know how she'll act. Come here, Marley. Come here, Marley. Come on, Marley. Come on, boo-boo. Come on. Come on, so we can go outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, little girl. Come on, girlfriend. Come on, girlfriend. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on so we can go sit outside for a minute. Come on. Come on, Marley. Come on. Come on so we can go sit outside. Come on. Come on, Mama got your stuff ready. Come on. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, Marley. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, Marley. Come on, Marley. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Don't be hard-headed now. You heard Mommy call you. Come on. Come on. Marley, sit. Sit. Good girl. All right. And you heard Mommy. I know. Wait a minute. Where you going? Why you in such a hurry? Huh? What is the problem? What's going on? Who you trying to get, girl? Do they have some money? Hold on before we go out there now. Wait a minute now. We got some rules. I don't know if you remember them or not. I don't think you care. Wait a minute. What's going on? Who out here, girl? Okay, y'all know we're drawing too much attention now. Now chill out now and listen. Don't you go out here making no enemies now. Listen. Stop acting like a wild animal. Stop tripping. Ooh, baby, we got action like a motherfucker. Bitches, all kind of action down here. Oh, baby, the popos is out. Baby, we gonna go out here and see what's up. Y'all wanna see? Hold up. We got the police and everything out here. Y'all gotta lay low. Y'all gotta lay low. Y'all gotta lay low. All right, I'm gonna turn off this little thing right here. I'm gonna turn off this thing. Y'all gotta lay low. The popo out here. Act like you know. 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 Okay, they gone now. They gone now. They gone now. They met right there, so they finna get somebody. They finna get somebody, baby. They met right there. They met right there. And baby, when I tell you, They all had met up. What they was gonna do. Look, 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 look. Here go. Here go the undercover right here. Girl, they had met up right there. And good. When I tell you they had met up right there, and they had all sped off. And I was trying to tell y'all what was about to happen, because you know I'm part of the police undercover tail on everybody team. And I was gonna let y'all see it live and in rare color. Hold on, I want y'all to get my thing. Hold up, let's see, because I know how y'all be trying to tell on people. Y'all be trying to call my mama from the grave until I was live on the front porch. I know how y'all will do me. Y'all do me so bad out there. You do me so bad. You do me so bad. Hold on. You do me so bad. What's up to loving Lucinda? I'm your girl Lucinda, and we are loving on Lucinda, which is me. My name is Lucinda. This is my home. This is my dog. And welcome here. I'm glad that you all decided to stop by. It's getting ready to be spring, so y'all will be outside with me and all that kind of stuff. I like to just talk to y'all about common sense stuff. You know, the latest and the greatest. Hold on now. What's going on right here? Hey, 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 hey. Don't show out. You understand me? Don't you do it. Don't. I said don't. Marty Lewis out here testing my gangster, and out here, Marty Lewis out here testing my gangster and embarrassing me out here in front of the neighbors. She is not. Listen here. Listen here. Listen here. Let me tell you something. What you're not gonna do is get me out here on this camera and make these folks think that I don't treat you right. You understand me? But now what you're not gonna do is get out. Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell you something. We get in this house. All right. All right. She out here testing my gangster and ignoring me and doing what she want to do, not listening. And the people out here is talking about me. They standing right there talking about me. What's up? All right. What's up? Let me see what's going on. What makes Nipsey? Nipsey is just Nipsey. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? So many comments. Oh my God. I can't tell how many people it is. What's up, Justice? What's up, Gamma Girl? Listen, Joshua's in the house. What's up, y'all? We got Gamma, Twyla. Let's see who else is here. Justice. Did I see Marcus? What's up, Marcus? Hey, Marcus. Hold on, y'all. What? I gotta get this girl here. Get back around here. Get back around here. Come back around here with Mama. Okay. I don't want her to get too far. I'm still a little paranoid, y'all. I'm sorry. But anyway, I don't want her to get too far because this is her first time on this new, well, the attachment. This is a extended thing that I have in the front yard where she can just kind of roam and be free. But the collar of hers is a special kind of collar because Marley Lou has some type of PSD. She doesn't like you to put things over her face. So we had to get a certain type of leash. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. We had to get a certain type of leash that she would allow to go over her face. Let me tell you something. One thing y'all not going to do is shame me about my child. If my child don't like leashes over her face, then design one that don't go over her face. And don't talk to me. You understand me? Let me go get her. Hold up. Come back around here, people. I be feeling y'all judgment about how I raised my child. I be feeling y'all judgment. And let me tell you something. Don't tell me nothing about my baby. Okay? Yes, I'm a little crazy. But now you just deal with it, okay? Leave me alone. That's how we gonna do. Over here. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? We ain't doing much, girl. It's President's Day. In my eyes, it is President Obama forever, honey. I refuse to acknowledge anybody else other than Barack Obama, honey. In my head, he had liked me one time when we was in high school. In my head. But in reality, he don't know nothing about me. But that's all right, though, because I voted for him. And my mama was alive to see him become president. And she used to say, that's my boy. That's my boy. Mama, that's my boy. Like, what is what? Ma'am, what does that mean? Yes, honey, she will be like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Girl, Barack don't know nothing about you. But how y'all doing? Happy Monday. Happy President's Day. We just been chilling out today. What did we have for breakfast? Oatmeal. What did we have for lunch? We got action, girl. We had a tomato bisque soup. It was so good, y'all. It's the Kroger brand. I think you all call it Publix, but we don't have a Publix. It's called Kroger here. But anyway, we had that, and we still have a salad left. We have half a salad left. We have food. Duh. Here's the thing, though. We don't really have a main dish for dinner, and we have not made any preparation for dinner, and we don't seem to be wanting to do that. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, we got to figure that out. So we have watermelon, we have pineapple, and we have half a salad that's readily available, and we got to figure out dinner for the next couple of days. So, what's going on, Marley Lou? What's going on, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl? Here go the start of the show right here, baby. Listen. When I tell you this is the prettiest dog ever. Girl, listen now. I can't do all that now, Marley. Come here, Marley. Let the people see you, baby. They want to see you. Are you going to come and see? You know, you act real different. Let them see you, mama. Yeah, you don't want. Okay. Shit, she don't want me to touch her today. She don't like me to pick her up. She wants to be independent. So I have to let y'all see her this way. She's very much independent right now. She does not want to be seen. I know my grass looks crazy, but the guy next door that's moving in, y'all, that house next door looks so good. Oh my God. I need to see if I can get him to work on mine. But anyway, when Marley is doing a little better, maybe she'll come to the camera, let y'all see her. But anyway, why is that person dropping you off around the corner? What y'all doing? What's going on? What's this about? Who is she? Hold up, let me see something. Hold up. Let's go. Get back. Go. Alright, hold up, y'all. It's a stray dog, and I do not play stray dogs. Hold on. We're not playing with no stray dog. So we're gonna just bring my baby inside. Cause I don't play that. Stay right there, boo-boo. Get back in that house. Get back in that house. Nobody told you to come out here. I wouldn't have brought you in here if I wanted you outside. You don't do that. You don't come outside unless I tell you to. What do you think you're doing, ma'am? When mommy brings you in fast like that, mommy has a reason. Okay? Anyway, it's a stray dog out there, y'all. So I don't play with stray dogs with my baby. Because she is not used to no stray dog. I ain't used to no stray dog. She can get bitten. She can get some type of disease. Anything can happen to my baby out there. So whenever a stray dog comes up, honey, we move. And when I say stray, that means that you are not on a leash. And you should be on a leash at all times. You're not on a leash. So, yeah, I don't play with my dog. So, I'm sorry I had to come on in. Toenails painted. Yeah, my toenails are painted. Vincent, who kicked you out? I'm not kicked out the house, baby. This is my house. Hold on, y'all. I'm hiding some people because I think they are going to be annoying. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I had to let some of those people kick rocks, as Miss Carver says. We got 46 people in the chat. 47. 26 likes. Let's get the likes up. Let me. Child. Nah, we ain't gonna do that with no stray dogs and everything. But anyway, we've just been chilling out today. Nothing much. I really didn't want to do much today. Today was a day I was just really planning to rest. I hope that most of you did look on my community wall. And I did share the GoFundMe for Mona Love. Very, very sad to hear of her passing. From what I saw, she was a very stylish young lady here on the YouTube streets. I'm sure that even if you did not have a personal connection with her, you saw her name here and there. And so for us to be just like a community of the LA sector, we certainly would like to get along with everyone and to keep up with everyone. But we definitely would love to be more of a community because I think that we kind of deserve that. I really do think that this sector does have a lot of professional and good people. And really, it doesn't matter if a person is professional or not. People are people. How we've gotten to this part of this sector that we just do the things that we do. We probably could argue all day about that. But anyway, it's a lot. It's quite ridiculous, I must say. But yeah, it's been quite a lot of chatter on the streets. So, honey, y'all know we're going to talk about it now. We're going to talk about it now. We're not going to be talking about any particular person or thing to bring them down. But we are going to talk about it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get it on out, baby. Y'all know we just do a little bit of everything over here at Loving Lucinda. So, baby, let's talk about the latest thing. What's up, Poo-Poo? What's up, Poo-Poo? Hunty. Baby, it was some drags going on last night and yesterday. It was some drags going on last night and yesterday, honey. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard any of the drags that have gone on, child. It's been some dragging going on out here on these YouTube streets, girl. Woo! Child. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What y'all feeling? What's up? What's up? Before I give y'all my little 411, honey, my little this and that and this and that, you know what I'm saying? This and that and this and that and this and that. Yeah. I did see earlier where Marjanae had made like a live saying like drained or something. I never did really hit it. And then she came back and said, hey, so I don't know what that was about. I don't know. You know, it's a lot of speculation with that. That could be a lot of different stuff. That could be, you know, just trying to vent, trying to let people know what's going on, or trying to share. I don't know. Um, I did hear fees, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. People are different. People are very, very different. But one thing that my mom used to always say, she used to always say that you never disclose or you never discuss your medical situation. You never talk about that with other women, because women are very vindictive and they'll go behind your back and stuff like that. And so my mother was very, very, very much not wanting to share anything. That's the way she raised me. And I just never felt that way. I just felt like whatever it is that I was experiencing, other people might be feeling the same thing and we could probably discuss it. But my mom was from the notion, don't ever talk about your medical, what's going on with you, with anyone. So I was listening to Fees, and that seems to be kind of where she's coming from with this whole sharing your mother's medical. She is a firm believer in that, and I get it. Like, I get it. You know, a lot of times I used to would feel one way, and I think a lot of us, especially in the LA sector, we feel like the most popular person feels. Like if the most popular person feels like something is wrong, then all of a sudden we have a certain thing that, you know, oh, this is wrong. But we have to think about good sense, okay? First of all, if it's your parent, I feel like if it's anything dealing with their health, they need to disclose it, not the child. The only time that, because it's personal, you know what I'm saying? But if they are disclosing it in a way that they are the care person, then I kind of understand, because now that the world is different, you have people who are caregivers, you have children, some even in high school, some even in elementary school, caring for people in the family who have different health issues. So there's a lot of information that people need for free. And so I get it. I definitely get it. So yeah, you know, sharing. And I don't know, because I know yesterday when I talked to you guys, I was telling you that I was like, well, she could go to the Rod Squad and they could, you know, come and help her with the mom. But then again, I thought about that after I said it last night. I thought about that and I said, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that, because maybe they don't, because these are not people who they know personally. So why would they? You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I'm saying that is because people are listening, and like they'll throw up your family's health problems back in their face. Like, we're sitting here and we're talking about how everybody is saddened by the passing of Mona Love, and a couple of weeks back there's somebody who was suffering from the same ailment, or sort of, and somebody was making fun of it. So this sector will have your head spinning, because in one instance, everybody's saying, oh, this is sad. And then on the other instance, we're doing, you know, a lot of other stuff. But so I thought about that, and I was like, well, maybe a person doesn't want to disclose. Now, that is my house phone, and that hardly ever rings. And everybody not gonna pray for you either. So you know how that is. Everybody's not gonna pray for you. Some people gonna pray on you. So yeah. I don't know who that is. Nobody hardly ever calls their number us at home since my mom passed. But anyway, I love your hair color. It's so pretty. And your eyes are so beautiful. And your face looks great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, so I was just thinking about that, and I was hoping that I didn't too much misspeak on that. A lot of times when I speak about situations, I'm speaking from my experience, and maybe because I really do want to, especially with the platform, I want to be inclusive, and I want for everybody to, like, I want to look at different perspectives. Like, I don't want to be so close-minded. I know right from wrong, right? And but also with the world as big as ours, sometimes, even though there's a side that we don't agree with, I think it behooves us as people to at least hear another's perspective on things, because that makes us more well-rounded, and that makes us a little more understanding and a little more empathetic. And being empathetic does not make you weak. It does not make you it's not a bad thing. I think in our sector, we think that being empathetic is weakness, but it's really not. It's really not. And so, yeah. I just wanted to bring that part up. Everybody is not going to pray for you. But yeah, so child, but yeah, I mean, so I did hear Fee had a live, and I did not know, because I guess it was like maybe I had fallen asleep or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty good. As far as how she reads somebody down, or it's a kiki for me. But yeah, I do understand her feelings, because people do definitely make you go there on this app. So it's just like you just have to just sit back and just watch it, because people will definitely push you. They will push your buttons out here. So yeah. And then I heard Glam. She came out. She had a live, and then she had another one. So yeah, honey, she was, I guess somebody kind of just came in and just misread on purpose her chat, and then it was some mess started. But baby, she came out here and she straightened it right on up. And I wanted to speak to that, because I see, a lot of us see, especially when you're in the bushes. When you're in the bushes, you see a whole lot. And a lot of times, you may be doing something else while the live is going, but you will hear stuff. And then when people get messy with it, you like, wait a minute, I don't remember that happening. You know what I'm saying? But you sitting back and you kind of watching like, because you just don't know. Like, you don't know if people have gotten and rehearsed before they got on. Like, you really don't know. So it's interesting. I wonder, do y'all be seeing little stuff too? Did you hear the things Blindy said about her grandbaby today? Did you hear the things Blindy said about her grandbaby today? I did not. Now, if you're referring to Blindy as Day Day, and if you're talking about grandbaby as in Fees, I sure did not. Now, I would hope, before I even go and look, I would hope that no one would speak on a brand new baby. And I don't understand why that is even a thought. Like, why is that a thought? Let me see if let me see your answer. Her title was Incubator Baby. Are you serious? Let me go get my other phone. Hold up. I just skipped it ahead and just kind of listened. I heard her say something about flipping burgers and something about a theft, about some kind of coworker, something like that. Um, I do remember that being a dig, but if that's not anything that's, I mean, hey, is it on black and white? You know what I'm saying? Is it on black and white? And then she was talking about she needs to worry about her grandbaby in the incubator, but I didn't hear anything else. So I know how low she can go because I know how low she's gone with me. I can only imagine. That coming from somebody who was probably incubated. That coming from somebody who is just, I mean, here's the thing. This child basically, instead of listening and taking constructive criticism to what people are really trying to tell her, she comes out with the attack. Here's the thing. When you gonna actually come out here and prove the people wrong? That's the problem. See, you not proving them wrong is the issue. You can get mad and call them every kind of name, call me every kind of name. It still does not negate the fact that you have not proved the people wrong, and that is why you're angry. You're angry because you're not proving the people wrong, and your mother is sick. You in turmoil with your sister. You living in the house with your brother, and y'all don't get along, and you're not happy with yourself. I'm going to tell you something. When you finally get to know God, your life is going to drastically change. You are going to mature in such a way that you're going to realize that you are making more enemies than you are, and your life haven't even started yet. And when your life hadn't started yet, you really don't need to make so many enemies. I know the other day I heard Kendra say that she could have made one phone call and asked somebody in California in another factory um, could, if they needed somebody in communications and this, that, and the third. And so I knew that those people who don't like Kendra would come out and they would have something to say negatively about her. And I want to just remind people real quick. Y'all do know that I am educated. Y'all do know that I'm degreed and all these things. Y'all do know that. But there's a time in my life where that didn't matter. Things happen. Weird things happen. I had a situation where my whole certificate was expired when it wasn't even supposed to be. Y'all know the story who've been around here a long time, because y'all walked with me through that whole process. And I have degrees and all of that. And my mother was sick. I'm taking care of her. I gave up my job. You know what I'm saying? Stuff started happening. So what I'm saying is, you never know in life where you're going to be. You never know in life where you're going to be. You could be up today, and I promise you tomorrow you can be down. You can lose. Let me tell you something. I know people who've had thousands in the bank, and a lot of people talk about their retirement and how they got this and that. Do y'all know that with the click of a mouse, some of these people can drain all of our assets and leave us penniless just by the grace of God, that we have what we have. And so I feel like, because this sector is so rich, that we just really have forgot about how we all started. We started out here, baby, we was out here scratching and surviving. And some of us are in the same boat. Some of us are in the same boat that we was when we started on this raft 4 years ago. Some of us in the same boat. Thank you, Jesus. I'm in the same house, but I'm not in the same boat. Praise God. Oops, wrong hole. So I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But I really did enjoy Fee's read last night. Glam came with a read, girl. That was funny, because I was like, what in the world? Because you know I'm nosy, girl. So I was in all the chats, girl. I didn't see what the other person said they saw. So when she came back, baby, and she came back, boom, ba, boom, ba, boomerang, baby, I was in the bushes chat. I was, laughing because it was funny. It was a kiki, child, to me. That's all I got to say, child. So I don't know. That's all of the hot gossip that wait. Hold up. I forgot about the drag. Girl, the drag is Miss Carver and Classy Lady. Baby, that's gonna be the next Renee Reacts right there, honey. Cause that's gonna be a Kiki. That's gonna be a Kiki, baby. Now, I don't know Classy Lady personally. I think she's a nice lady, as far as I know. Because she, is loyal to the Rock Squad does not mean anything personal. So I don't get into that. I think she's a nice lady. So, but baby, she over there talking about Miss Carver, honey, and Miss Carver, y'all know Miss Carver's not gonna have it. Baby, Miss Carver had me so tickled today. I was trying to stay in the bushes because I was just doing something, and I was like, just kick back on the couch, so I really wasn't gonna type in the chat. Girl, she said something, and I just was done. Oh my God, what did she say? What did she say? I don't know, but it was a Kiki, y'all. It was a Kiki. I don't know which live it was, but it was a Kiki, y'all. So y'all just gotta go back and watch it, and y'all gonna be laughing too. So those are just what I saw today in the sector. I didn't see too much going on, child. And the same old stuff. Yes, Lou, I see that you have Thank you so much, Gamma. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tilo. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm the sunshine. All right. I'm so glad that you love me. Y'all make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button. Lucinda, you need to pray before listening. Oh, pray before listening. Wait a minute. I evidently didn't hear this at all good. Hold on, let me listen to some more. What you said? Oh, oh, that's evil. That's evil. Oh, that's evil. You evil. You evil. That's evil. You that mad about a baby big girl. You know, the fact that you put that evilness out, penetrating through the highways and byways and realms of the internet, I don't like that. I don't like that at all because, see, you're sending negative energy toward that child's life and he hasn't even began yet. That's not fair. That's not fair. And don't you dare try to send any negativity to a child when you knew that's what you grew up in, Davion. That's cruel. That's cruel. You don't like his grandmother. You don't feel like his grandmother can talk to you because you have a college degree, but whatever job that you go in, aren't you going to have to deal with people with college degrees? See, you don't know how life is going to treat you. You talking about that? People not having a college degree, people not having a college degree. What if a person not having a college degree is the one that takes care of your mother? Hmm? Or you say you want to get married and have a child. What if the person who takes care of your child doesn't have a college degree? What if the people, if you get a communications degree and you start working in communications, what if the people who you service don't have college degrees? See, you can't be so earthly. You can't be so high and mighty to where you know earthly good. Our purpose is to have a purpose to serve others. See, people on this platform, y'all have spoiled these people to where as long as they cuss real good, they make money. So now they feel like they don't have to serve the people. They don't have to be putting out anything positive. They can get away with that. So not only do I blame her, I blame her audience. Because what person would sit there and be a child of God, in my opinion, and say, wait a minute, hold on now. This is a brand new baby, Davion. Slow down. You mad at the grandmama. Talk about her. Don't say that. Not one person said, hold on. Because that, what I just heard, and I just heard a snippet. I just heard a snippet. Mm-mm. I don't like that type of energy. I don't like that type of where you could just sit there and just go that low. Now, I know people going to say, well, you sit with so-and-so and they said this. Well, for every question you got, I got an answer. For every question you got for me, I got an answer. Okay? That person would have never, ever spoke on a kid. See, it's a difference. Let me tell y'all something. There are some people you can kind of tell their heart. You can kind of tell their heart. And there's some people that really don't like to talk about elderly and kids and stuff like that. There are some people who just genuinely don't like to talk about it because it's not in their DNA. Like they just have been raised in love. They have been raised and they know that we treat the children and the elderly with care and love. That's just, and the rest of us take a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth step back. Because in the family, we know that we honor the past and the future. That's just the way we were raised. Now, I am beginning to understand that there's a whole big world out there, Lucinda, and everybody not raised like you. They don't think like you, and they think that you are just crazy the way that you think. I am beginning to understand that, and that is where I got to try to figure it out, because we're talking to people who don't have the empathy that you, Twyla, have, and the empathy that I have means that we could never speak on a baby like that, a brand new baby. We would never even want to speak on a baby, period. But for her, the fact that it's something that Feed loves, she will attack it. And she's okay attacking it. That is the bigger problem. Because if you're okay saying it about a baby, it's not about that baby. It's about you. The fact that you said it. Like a little bitty baby. Who doesn't say, oh my God, when it comes to a baby? Who doesn't have a heart? You that mad, Effie, for her words, that you wish that on her brand new first time grandchild. The grandchild that she'll love forever, because that's a first for her. You can't be a little bit happy for that? Wow. I don't like you. But let me think of a compliment that I have given you. Hold on. Let me think for one. Oh, when you came out with the wig the other day, a couple of months or whenever you came out with it, you chose a good color. You chose a good color. So if I can find a compliment to give you, I know you can avoid from talking about this child's brand new grandbaby. And really, you should have no problem with talking. You should not be talking on any kids anyway, especially with you being almost 30. You would think that you wouldn't talk about kids, because part of your argument with us is that we talk about you and you are young and that you are a kid to us. That has been your biggest thing. That these 50-year-olds, even though this 50-year-old looks is about to be your age, nothing over here looking 50, honey. But anyway, I digress. I'm just tooting my own horn for just a second. But anyway, like I was saying, I would think that there's something that you, of all people, having nieces and nephews, that's something that you would understand. But then I remember that you spoke on your own niece. Your own niece. And you even kept her. Like, you would think that somebody that you kept, that's like almost like your baby there. And you actually spoke on her. I couldn't believe that. Girl, when I heard you do that, I thought about my auntie. My auntie would never do that. I loved her. That's my mama's sister. Oh my God. I loved my mom's sisters just like I love my mama. I just don't understand. I wish y'all had that childhood we had, because every day after school, we was at the same house. It was my mama, my auntie, her name was Ruby, and then there was Doris, and my mama's name was Vivian. So my auntie stayed like in the central part of Memphis. So like everybody would pick up their own kids after school, and then like we would all meet over my auntie house. And like whatever, like sometimes my mom would have already called my auntie and she would have got like a chicken or something. My mom would pick it up. And then my other auntie may have wanted something else and she come up pick it up. And they would just kind of sit at the table and talk. And so this is how I grew up. So I grew up coming in from school, dropping down my backpack, going to the back, because all my cousins, whoever came in first, would get the games or whatever, and we would be all in my cousin's room, because we didn't, the first hour or so we could play. And then if we stayed too late, we would have to get our homework out, and then the girls would have to do homework in my auntie's room, and the boys would do homework in my cousin Travis' room. Girl, I'm telling y'all just like y'all was there. But that's how we grew up. And like whatever my auntie fixed, she may fix two. We may take one home. Girl, like we grew up where my aunties was in the dining room or the living room or in the back den or somewhere. And we grew up asking them, can we get an apple or orange or bananas or whatever. They would fix us a snack. And we just grew up around each other. And we just loved one another. So when we were together, you didn't know if my mama had my cousins. You didn't know if they was hers or not. Like, people didn't know. People still today, they always said that they thought that my mother had more than one child, that they just did not really, because we would always be together, y'all. So what I'm saying is, when I say auntie, I mean auntie. I mean somebody who raised me. That's what I mean by auntie. I mean almost your mother. I mean to where you just love this woman because it's your mother's sister. That's just how I grew up. So when I hear y'all come against each other, I am literally looking at the phone like, oh, because when I tell y'all, my mom and her sisters argued. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And sometimes, baby, we would be back there praying to Holy God that one of them didn't kill each other. Okay? Because that's how sisters get down. But at the end of it, somebody would put a stop to it, separate them, and by the end of the night, everybody crying, music is going, and all of us just confused. We don't know what happened to the fight. We don't know if we still family. We don't know what's going on. All we know is somebody said we could come get something to eat, and we had to go back to the room, and we just trying to peek around the corner to see if we can get any type of clue that we can go figure it out back there in the back room, because we could go use the bathroom, we could go get something to eat, but after that, you had to go back to that room. And it was always one room. It wasn't no two different rooms, no two different game control, no wireless Wi-Fi. Y'all was in one room, and if it got funky, you better get it unfunked before mama come to that door. Because if she open that door and smell anything, baby, they getting ready to make everybody in the house take a bath. Now, that's the kind of household I was, baby, when I tell y'all, woo-wee, baby, you had and whoever was the oldest, I want to know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Whoever was the oldest, they ran the bath water. They was the one that ran the bath water. And then mama had to come in and check the bath water. And if you didn't have the bath water right, she got that house shoe, and I know that you want to put the kids in no. Baby, them was the days. You knew how to babysit. You knew how to take care of a household. Baby, you knew how to do everything. Back in the black folks' household, back in the day. I miss them days, y'all. Oh, I miss them days. God, I miss them days. Oh, my God, do I miss them days. Lord have mercy. Whatever happened to them days? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. What y'all saying, girl? I had lost my mind, child. I went so back. Girl, I almost blacked out, girl. If I could ask her anything, it's what did that baby do to you? Whereas you spoke so ill toward him, I'll answer, he did nothing. He did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. And listen, he just laying there just as innocent and just as beautiful as he wanna be. And baby, he just as snug in the rug. He just as comfortable. Thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? And just to see them when they so little, they just so precious. They so precious and they just stretching and they just, oh, just so full of love and everybody just, oh, they smell good. They look good. They just so precious, precious, precious. And baby, and then in a couple of months, baby, that's all over. I wish I could go back to how Mama raised her. I wish I could too, baby. I wish I could too, child. We was in such a hurry. We used to talk about when I get big, when I get big, when I get big. We was in such a hurry. If we only knew what a cruel world we was going to be released to, we would have set our asses down and never, ever wanted to grow up. I swear for Lord, because baby, And see, the thing about them days was you was being raised like that. The girl down the street was being raised like that. The girl on the corner was being raised like that. So it was a community of us being raised like that. I'm going to tell y'all what I think. I don't know. I feel like a lot of us grew up where our fathers more likely had to get like a factory job. And I feel like they probably had to move to more bigger cities. You know what I'm saying? For better opportunities. And in bigger cities and opportunities, you're going to have less of the family unit probably. You know what I'm saying? Because black folks, we used to be family oriented. Now, we just do some of the most cruel things. And that's evident on this doggone internet. Because when we was growing up, if somebody had spoke on a baby, girl, the whole neighborhood would have whooped their ass so much, girl, they would have drugged them out the freaking house. They would have threw a brick through that mug in the window, and they would have came right through that house, baby, and they would drag they out, baby, and everybody would stand around, and they wouldn't let them break nothing. They wouldn't let them get her face. But they would probably let some girls get her. I mean, baby, they would tear that like they would go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because that was something said like that, people would not even, I mean, girl. But now, for her to be able to say that around people and they not check her immediately, what does that say to us? That's crazy. That you are participating in evil, and then you won't. That's what I'm saying. And I would hate to look at her chat and see if that classy lady was in there, because that would be something where it'd be like, how you gonna get you a channel and talk about Miss Carver when you supporting Day Day? You see what I'm saying? See, that's what make you think about stuff like that. I don't know nothing about classy lady, but I'm just saying, you are supposed to be a revered person in the Rod Squad, a lady, an older lady, somebody who they respect. So I would not expect to see you and some of them older women listen to that girl. But I bet you if I go back and replay that video, I bet you I'm going to see all them in her chat. And like, really? And then you got somebody, a content creator. Bama just had a brand new grandbaby. So now what if somebody said something about that about hers? You see what I'm saying? How hateful is that? And you like, girl, all you had to, you didn't even have to bring that up, Day Day. You didn't even have to make a live saying that. Why? That's just, I just don't understand you. And then you sat up here just a few days ago and talked about how you put in 100 applications and you ain't got no call back. That's why. That's why. Because you exercise in evilness. That is why. Do you not understand? You sitting up here talking about the other day, you were going to Bible class. Do you not understand what's in that Bible? You have to love people who do not like you. That is what he teaches you. He does not teach you to run to him and throw up the Bible because you want cash apps or you want views or you want sympathy or you want people to side with you or you want everybody to think that you are the caregiver and you are such a giving, sweet person, but yet you turn around and evil. That is how I am afraid for your mom. Because if you can say something so terrible, I'm afraid when you're mad at her that you won't be so nice to your mother. Because you've shown that evil streak. Don't do that. Get that evilness out of you, young lady. Get that evilness out of you. You had no business talking about that girl's grandbaby like that. Now you know you're wrong. You know you were wrong. And you want God to bless you? You just talked about 6 or 7 months ago how you want to be a teacher. And you want to exercise in that type of evilness and then get up the next morning and go deal with other people's children? Huh? Do you really think that's a good idea? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. See, when you want to exercise at a different level and you want God to take you to a different level, you become beyond pettiness. And nothing that anyone has said other than the personal attacks should have angered you. Okay? You know that you wear thick glasses. You know that that's not attractive, okay? The thick glasses. You know this. You know that your eyes are very, very small, and that's weird looking to most of us, okay? We get it. And you know that you got extra up here, and that makes you look off-centered, okay? These are things that are fixable, okay? All right? All you need is a good showance plan, and baby, you can get that fixed in 3 to 6 weeks. Eyes, breastises, you can get all that fixed, baby. Okay? And you get you a good job and get you some good old care credit, honey, and you can just get you whatever you want fixed, baby. So see, all the things that you mad about are fixable. I would think that some of the old that you love to call us would have sat you down and talked to you about this, okay? So whatever it is that's bothering you, it's something that's not fixable. And that's where you need to take your mental health in your hand and fix it. Now, I'm just telling you what I'm telling you. Because you come out here spazzing on the internet, on people can record you, and I'm sure they are. Girl, if you ever try to do anything in life, this mess is going to follow you because you ain't even started your career. My career's already, baby, my career already established. I've been around there so long till they just, yeah, okay. You see what I'm saying? So there's a difference there, but still, I don't even have the desire to do. Sorry, guys, that's my family calling. I hope she don't call me back. I'll call her back. But I'm not going to go off on you and do all the stuff because it's not necessary. You just you owe fees an apology. You went too far. You went too far. But I know that you want, because you don't see anything wrong with what you did with what you did and said. I've only just heard a little bit of it. And you don't see anything wrong with it, and that's the problem. You come out here and cuss me out, and that's fine. That's fine with me, hon. I don't care, because see, here's the thing: there's not much you can say about me. I'm a damn good educator. I'm a damn good daughter, and I'm striving every day to be a good woman, a good Christian woman. What else can you say? Oh, you can talk about my looks. What I see is a beautiful black woman. That's what I see. You know, I love my teeth. I love my lips, my skin. I love my nose. I love my eyes, my hair. I love everything about me. Okay? Regardless of what you think, it's all what I see. And what I see reflecting back at me, I'm happy with. So, see, once you really get to know God, really and truly, and you commune with Him, you will realize that He makes no mistakes. And then you will accept what you look like and pick up and move on with your life. Because if you on here cussing out a baby, shouldn't you be online checking in to a job, filling out for a job, talking to the job, looking at the job, reading about the job, going to the job, doing something? Shouldn't you be doing that? Didn't I tell you Tuesday morning to have 3 interviews? Didn't I tell you that the other day? So you ain't gonna listen to what I said, huh? I told you to get 3 interviews by Tuesday morning. Girl, it's Monday. Now you ain't got time to be over here cussing out nobody's nothing. And you talking about you. Girl, I hope, oh Lord, I hate that she made that video. And I hate that Fee's even heard. I was about to say, oh, I hope Fee don't even hear it. But I bet I'm too late for that. Dang, I hate she got to hear that. I hope she don't listen to all of it. Because that's just... And then you sitting up here, your sister around here telling us that you, what she tell us? She told us that your mother don't trust you. And that, I see why. I'm beginning. Y'all, I believe everybody been too hard on the wrong sister. Marjanae may not be as off as we think. Maybe. I don't know. Cause she did say this stuff about Day Day. She did say that she's like this. If y'all remember on them things, she has said that. She said that. Because I know when you look at Day Day, you think, oh my God, like, could she really be mean and evil? Like, look at her. But she can be. She can be. And really, she's not just an ugly girl. It's just the glasses have strained her eyes. So I think if she got corrective surgery and got those muscles and stuff kind of relaxed and everything around those eyes, I think that she would look fine. And especially if she took her health seriously and lost some weight, I really don't think she'll be a bad-looking girl. It's just that when you hear her talk and then you see her, it's like, hold up now. I know you ain't out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like that. I don't think that. So I feel like if she got into some therapy, she might be fixable. But that girl is off the deep end. It's something going on with her. Because for you to talk about a baby like that, most people wouldn't even think of that. They just would have said, shut up, Fee, and gone on about their business. A normal person would say that. Now, 25,000 people then came out here and said the exact same thing that Fees and Kendra said to Day, pretty much. Everybody is pretty much saying that, well, some people see it on Day's side and some see it on Marjorie's side, I guess. But at the end of the day, everybody agrees that they should not be arguing over anything. They should be working together for the sake of their mother, you know. Penguin, oh, okay. You see Joseph a lot? Yeah. So, but what I just heard, and I couldn't even read the rest of your comment. You said, pray before you listen. And I should have prayed. Like, and then she's so angry. Like, did y'all hear the anger in her voice? She is mad for real. I mean, she is shouting. Girl, are you at the house doing all that? Girl, what you mad? Like, Daddy, what you really mad at? You ain't mad at Fee. You are upset. Something going on between you and that sister because you are really mad. You are really mad. And I'm trying to figure out, baby, why do you keep trying to put people down about looks and stuff like that? You ain't no looker. And have you seen Fee? Girl, she got that kidney, and baby, she looking good out here. Got her hairstyle cute. Baby, y'all around here calling her the wrong name. Because she is looking cute. But I know y'all don't want to, y'all don't like that. But now the girl looking cute now. So now you going to have to go on and just, y'all going to have to go on a quick call of that, baby. Because, honey, she looking cute. She ain't coming out here looking shit. She probably just be tired. But shit, them pictures and stuff, and when she be like, y'all been seeing that body. And y'all been seeing her skin and stuff, her face. That girl looking real good. And I'm going to tell you something. My skin has been through ups and downs and all arounds. And baby, if I can clear my skin up and get me a good color, and baby, oh, thank you, girl. Put some love on that money. Thank you so much. Dalen, thank you so much, darling. Y'all put some love on that money. Thank you so much. Baby, let me tell you something. You can always, it's always hope. I'm going to tell you something. In 2026, you don't have no reason to walk around here being evil and mean and hateful. Because therapy and stuff is so easy to get. You ain't got, listen, if you want to change anything about your body, your face, anything, you can change it. But at the end of the day, when you are raising, now, everybody has children. Some don't, some do, but most people have children. And you have boys or girls. Now, listen, nowadays, kids are being born, they may look like the mama, they may look like the daddy, okay? You have to build your child up to where they believe so much in themselves that people can't, that they can't even hear negativity. You got to really build them up. You got to play to their strengths. You got to watch them and you got to nurture them. You got to see what it is that they really are passionate about and build their confidence. Because if you don't, you're going to have a whole lot of paranoid schizophrenic people out here. Okay? Thank you so much for the jewel, Maydell. Thank you so much. If you all don't stop and empower your kids, you're going to have a whole generation of paranoid schizophrenic people around here. Social media is going to drive them doggone crazy because they sit around on this social media and whatever people say to them on the social media, they lose it. If they call them ugly, they just lose it. People come over here and call me fat, ugly all the time. I still get on here and turn on this camera because to me, I am beautiful. To me. My mama told me I was a little chocolate girl. I mean, a little chocolate girl. I thought I was the most beautiful my mom used to call me a little Haitian girl, even though I'm not Haitian, because she's Haitian, but I'm not being anyway. She's my little beautiful Haitian girl. She never called me chocolate. Now, I don't know. Now, okay, I do know. So you all have seen the pictures of my grandparents. So I'm just going to leave it there. When you see the picture of my grandparents, you'll get it. You saw a very, very, very dark Haitian man, looked African because and then you saw a very, very, very fair, light-eyed woman sitting next to him, standing next to him. At the immigration office, hunty. They came here official, hunty. They was right there. They had proof. They right there. So if ICE come here, I got proof. Anyway. So growing up dark in the South and speaking French was very hard for my mother. Very hard. And being a dark girl. So skin color was very much emphasized here in the dirty South. I'll put it to you that way. And so I just feel like that being mixed with the time that was about what, 3 years after King, 3 to 4 years after King. There was a pride though of being black, the black of the berry. So I think that they had started to love skin color. Some did, some didn't. So, yeah. You know, that my mother spoke to me that you are beautiful. It's the color of coal. Because I would cry because I lived in the district where we went to a white school, predominantly white school. So I didn't realize I was black until I went to kindergarten. And a little boy told me, he said, "You're black." He said, "You're a nigger." And I was looking to see who he was talking to because I didn't know who he was talking to because I didn't, ain't nobody never called me that, so I didn't know who he talking to. And he said, and he did me like this because I did not know what he was saying. I thought he was talking to somebody else, baby, because you ain't talking to me. I'm not a nigga. That little boy said, "No, you." He did me just like this. And I didn't do anything. So I went home and I told my mom. And my mom said, "Did you slap him, Lucinda? Did you slap him, Lucinda?" I said, "No, mommy, I did not. I didn't know what he thought. Who is that nigga? Who is he?" "Did you slap him, Lucinda? Did you slap him?" And my auntie's over there going, "You did not slap him? You did not slap him?" She was being an echo. And my mom was constant, "You did not?" I was like, so my mama told me that tomorrow when you go to that school, you get in that boy's face and you slap it. And you tell him you are not a... That's what you do. So, baby, I couldn't wait, baby. My mama had made me 2 ponytails, baby. And y'all know from the pictures that I didn't post it, baby, that was my signature style, baby. Anytime you gave me 2 ponytails, baby, I knew that I could conquer the world, baby. I had 2 ponytails, honey, with 2 bows, baby. And I had my oatmeal and my 2 pieces of bacon. Yes, 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 yes. And baby, when you got 2 pieces of bacon and 2 ponytails, baby, you can conquer the world. Baby, I got up to this school and we was at the back. At the little thing where we hang up the coat. I never will forget. I had on a navy blue coat with the plaid red on the inside with the little ruffle thing on the outside. Because I had a little, yeah. Girl, we at the back. I'm about to hang up my coat. And I see him come in. I never forget him. Some brown pants and brown shoes. Because I never looked at him. Because I was looking down. Went over there to him. He turned, just like in the movies. He turned, and I right in his, I slapped the dog his side of him. And he hit me back, and I hit him again. And he pushed me, and then I pushed him, and then I just started hitting. And they was coming. I didn't even realize that I was angry or anything. I just kept on because I knew he was going to hit me back, and I just kept on hitting him. And I remember that the teacher got me and him, and we went to the office. Yep. And then I remember my mama was in the office, and my mama was real loud, and she was cussing. She was cussing in Creole, and she was cussing in English. And I was sitting out there a long time in the office with that lady. That lady gave me some tea that day, too. Yeah, my mama was right there a long time. It was some more people came to the meeting, the other teachers and stuff. My mama was back there a long time. And then finally we left. And that's how it happened. That's when I got called the N-word. I'm glad y'all didn't sit. I'm glad y'all like that story. Yep, I'm glad y'all like that story. My mama, that principal really did get sick of my mama after that incident. Because my mom was up at this school quite a bit. I don't know. How many of y'all still in here, baby? Y'all know, baby. Listen, I got stories for y'all. Honey. But the moral to that story is that my mom taught me that I am not a. And so when it comes to people being so evil on this internet, that's the Fees and grandbaby and all the other children and all the Fees and all the Lucindas and all the Justices and all the folks out there in the world. Stand up and say, I am not a. Okay? Whatever they calling you, you ain't got to be that. So so that little baby, he don't know right now how to raise his hand up and block that negative energy. Now, y'all know now. I could go out there. I could go down that hallway and get that orange box. But y'all ain't ready for that. I ain't gonna, I don't think you're ready for that. Because, when I go to that orange box, I can unleash some things. But I'm going to do it like this today. Now, Day-Day, sometimes you just get to the point where some people, you just say, is this person worth me talking to? And I feel like that when it comes to this child right here, because it's so much misplaced anger there and so much other stuff. See, while she's trying to put somebody else down, if it wasn't for grace and mercy, she would be homeless herself. Because she's basically living off her mother's situation. Come on now. What's the average rent these days? $2,000? Say Circle Leak posted on her page the other day that she had $200 in her. Girl, I don't know. But anyway, it was fun to me. Y'all have to go see it. I don't know. Hey, $200 $200 now. So I ain't making fun of no $200, okay? If anybody wanted to super chat, super sticker me $200. Don't think I won't take it. But anyway, I just don't know. I mean, none of that's really my business, but I'm gonna be nosy. But that was so freaking evil what I just heard. And y'all, I just heard a little bit of it. I'm almost like, am I ready to listen to the rest of it? Cause girl, this girl is cool. And I can't get too close to y'all because I'll get struck. And that was 8 hours ago. And she has had 1,882 views. Wow. Almost 2,132 people liked it. Wow. 132 Americans actually like to hear someone talking about a newborn in an incubator. Can you believe that? This is where we are as Black people today in 2026. Can you believe that? Wow. During Black History Month. This, mm, mm, mm. This is sickening. The fact that we're actually witnessing this in 2026. People actually like the video, y'all. As Black people, can y'all believe this? Wow. I don't know whether or not to, because I could cuss her out, but what good would it do when you got people that actually listen to it, that actually like it? That's the world we live in. They like stuff like this. So it's like, but it's almost, I'm going to say this, it's almost good to see how life treats her. And then people wonder why. It's not that we glorify, but it's kind of like when we sit and we watch things happen to her, it's kind of like we say, uh-huh, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Justice, for that super chat, that super sticker. Thank you so much. It's almost like we say, uh-huh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, because what do you expect to happen to you good in life after you say something about a newborn? Like, you could talk about me because I'm an old, but this kid he's just a newborn. He's so innocent and precious. Why? Why? But yet you want to have kids. I guarantee you yours will see an incubator. Guarantee you. If you get to that point, I guarantee you yours will see an incubator. Guarantee you. You are classic incubation. Clearly. So we know you gonna have an incubated offspring if you do. Okay? So now you might want to be slow to speak on that, sis. Speaking bad over yourself, I remember her sister put a picture of Toya Speaks Children on her community wall. This is what they do. She did it too. Wow. Girl, so that, but you know what? I remember Choppin used to talk about, and I think the oldest one said how she would let them fight. She would watch them fight. Like if they kept arguing, she would just let them fight. So that's just like if I got two nieces and nephews and they keep arguing, I sit and watch them fight. Do y'all know how cruel that is? Do you know how cruel that is? I have often heard where, especially in the black households, I have heard where mothers would do that. A lot of black households would do that. Not so much my generation, but I think up under us, they would let them fight because they would be like, I'm tired of them. I'm just let them fight and whoever, ever, da 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 da. Instead of just getting up and handling it as a grown up. And I feel like that went on in that house, and I feel like so they don't process like you and me process. See what I'm saying? Because they were raised by somebody who did not have a good process. You get it? I can't believe she really wants to work with children. I cannot believe she really wants to work with children because for me, I can only speak for myself. I just have to be careful with my energy because I deal with kids who grow up in situations. And so my radar has to be clear. Because, see, I pick up on a whole lot of stuff if I'm on my game. If I'm not on my game, I don't pick up on stuff, and I don't like that. I like being in tune with what's going on with my kids. She would move the furniture and allow them to fight. I remember that. And I remember when she said that, I actually, when she said that, I remember I actually turned and looked at the couch and love seat like I was contemplating it. Like, well, I could move. Like, girl, if you know, like, I don't know. Like, that's kind of funny. But I remember when she said that, I was like, oh, so she moved. Like, really? Like, I was looking at the couch, like, really? Like, I always thought about moving the couch, like changing the furniture around. But I ain't never somebody fighting in my house. Ooh, child. Let me tell you something. I have never broken furniture. My mother would never allow you to be in a room with furniture that she recently bought or anything like that. When I tell y'all, there's a certain way you sit on a couch in our house. There's a certain way you sit in the chair. You don't plop down. Baby, if my mama ever moved some furniture and a ninja knocked some over, hell would reign terror. Okay? I would never move no furniture for no ninja to fight, no children to fight, no dogs to fight, no cats to fight. Ain't nobody fighting up in mine. Hell, you preach. Shit, girl, I done went off on her. She doing moving furniture for kids to fight. Who does that? Whoop them. Make them go to their room. Make them go to... raise them. What's wrong with her? My mother would punish my sister and I for just arguing. It wasn't allowed in our household. Exactly. That's the way. Now, I did not have any brothers or sisters to argue with because mine were half brothers and sisters. So they were pretty much like 16 when my mom and my dad got together. So by the time I was born, they were pretty much gone. So I never experienced arguing. But whenever my cousins would argue, that's how my aunts always handled it. They always, so the boys, they could have a discussion with us, but if their voices got raised too much, The boys, even now, they're very careful about their tone with us because they couldn't just, and we couldn't yell at them. We could have a discussion and we could kind of argue, oh, you make me sick, oh, whatever. But if we got cuckoo with it, oh, baby, oh, honey. First of all, in our family, when they bust in that door, everybody getting a swing. They come in swinging. They don't come in asking questions. Oh, what happened? Tell me what happened. Oh, no. Oh, no, baby. They didn't open doors like that. They opened doors and they swinging. So it wasn't that. So it was, get over here and sit down. What is going on in here? They just start whooping. So everybody's gonna be like, what? Well, see now, Lucinda and Lucinda and Lucinda and I just had my little two ponytails and my big old brown eyes. And I just did be looking. Most of the times, it was me. Most of the time, it was me. It was me. But in my defense, I was just trying to assert myself because I was the youngest and they was testing my gangster. And I felt like I could control them if they would just sit down and listen and shut up. But they wouldn't do it. That's my story. LOL. That was my mother. Baby. She got from my great-grandmother. She said there was a room in my mother's house that we never sat in. All white furniture she got from my great-grand. Girl, when I tell you how they would not let you sit in certain rooms, oh my freaking God, y'all. My aunt now has, my family is just not into this whole YouTube. Anyway, but whenever I go over there now I'm allowed to sit in her living room. Girl, when I tell you, I done sat in there about 4 times. Girl, when I tell you that's the most proudest, girl, I be like, and now all the younger cousins, like, they have to come and just kind of stand, the little hallway. Because, not everybody comes in the living room, girl. Not everybody. Like, you have to kind of, like, stand before the queen. See, now that my mama's gone, now my aunt, she's been raised up to the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I'm sitting at the queen's court, baby. Baby, I be proud to the mug, baby. And then everybody who bring their girlfriend or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We sit there and then, we look over our glasses and stuff. First, like, oh, baby, we'll make you sweat at first. And, baby, I'll be the last one to crack a smile at you. I just be looking at your daughters like they trash. Your father's a doctor? What kind? Oh, okay, bitch, I be happy in the mug. Baby, I be so happy your daughter over there, baby. I be saying, baby, take that ninja now. Marry him in the morning. Because we've been worried about him a long time, honey. How quick can you get him out of here? Because I've been trying to get next to her to get something, and he always in the way. Can you take him with you tonight? But I have to play my role now. I have to play my role. Mm-hmm. Girl, we still got a room. Girl, I swear you had that only child syndrome. I did. My grandson is the only child. Oh, your grandson the only child. Oh, God, I know he's so spoiled. And he's always the one that always wants his way when he's with his cousins. Hey, yo. Oh, now you got to break him. Oh, that's the hardest lesson I ever. Oh, when I tell you I threw the biggest tantrum when my mother finally made me understand that she liked other children than me. Oh my God, I tried to scream and cry till Jesus himself came down and told me to stop. Girl, I laid out and I had a fit. My mama was so shocked that I acted like that. Oh, honey, when I tell you I put on, oh, girl, I put on. My mama told me I could not do it and that I wasn't. And she let me do all of that hollering and all that. I mean, I did a lot of it. And, girl, I think I went to sleep. When I woke up, do you know she made me do the same thing that I was crying about? Like, why the hell you just didn't stop me from crying and just tell me that you wasn't going to change your mind? The hell you make me do all that crying and shit for? I done laid out, got musty, dirty, cobwebs, and every damn thing. Laid out, kicked, screamed, everything. And the woman still said, the hell to the no after I got through with all of that. So, girl, after that, I said, forget all them. So, baby, when he had that one good tantrum and you tell him no, he'll get it. And then he'll stop because he'll want to make friends. But, baby, every only child has that one good tantrum because we cannot believe that the adults are going to side with another kid because, baby, the adults done told us that we the most precious, perfect thing ever walked the face of the earth, honey, and we really believes it. And when they tell us they love another kid, girl, we be like, what? Another kid? Girl, you come back and tell me how that work with your grandson. Because hopefully he won't act like me. Hopefully he won't cut up like me, baby, because when I tell you I cut up, baby, but I did learn how to share. I did learn. It was hard, though. It was hard because, but you know what? I feel like it was a little bit easier for me because I had to learn how to share because my mother had a business. And so as I started going to daycare and started being in the beauty shop, because the daycare at those times, I remember the daycare, I would come home. So evidently my mother didn't have daycare all day and my mother worked late. So that means that I had to grow up in the beauty shop. So I had to end up learning how to shampoo, how to wash combs. But I also had to learn how to entertain children because most of her clients worked and they brought their children. At that time, they didn't have the thing on there where you couldn't bring kids to the beauty shop. You had to bring them because you worked. And so part of my responsibility was kind of entertaining, their children. And so I had to learn because nobody wants to have to stop getting their hair done and stop an argument and stuff like that. So, I had to learn. I did. So I think that growing up in a beauty shop really taught me how to become a people person. I'm really thankful now that I grew up like that, being in a beauty shop and just growing up in that whole culture, seeing the things that I saw. I'm grateful now. I used to hate it, y'all. I used to hate it because sometimes my mom, like, she would have me busy, like, different things, and like I may be getting out of my piano lessons. So she would have to run and baby put somebody under the dryer and come and get me real quick and take me back with her. And but it did keep me out of trouble, I will say, because my mom was quite the mother. Oh, you're back, yeah. So I just been rambling on, but yeah, God is the only judge. Okay, God is the only judge. Great luck to your grandson. And But yeah, we are just praying that whatever evil energy that Davion spoke out of her mouth, that it reverses, well, we know, but we just gonna speak it, that it reverses and goes back to her 1,000,000 fold. Okay? We just gonna speak that out into the atmosphere because we know that God is covering that that young baby. And people speaking on that baby, period, it's just ridiculous to me. But whose brain goes there, um, I think that's the bigger issue. I think that because we've been having these fights for the last 4 years, um, a lot of people have come out here and said some sick things, and we reacted to it. I think that's the culture now. Um, the problem is the fact that when they do the stuff, they have 300 to 400 people watching them do it, and nobody says a word. People actually like it. People actually defend it. That is a really big problem. That's a huge problem. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that the other night. I was listening to my video and I was like, you know what? The bigger picture is the people who actually agree with it. Because we have created a society in social media, as long as you get views, and people just link up together. So whatever crazy notion is out there, people are just gonna, I could sit up here and I could make a movement off of smashing pumpkins up against the wall. And I guarantee you, I could find about 300 people who love that. They love to see that craziness. And they just defend it to no end. I guess that's the freedom of speech type thing. I don't know, y'all, but all I could say is this. When it comes to people like that and people saying things like that, those who find it offensive, I feel like, well, you can't really speak out against it because they just gonna block you. I just feel like maybe it's time to avoid people altogether that say that stuff. And I know, because if you don't see it, if you don't hear it, then it doesn't affect you. Because I feel like some stuff you can't unsee and some stuff you can't unhear. And it's like when you hear people say stuff like that, you just cannot. Because I have heard people say, like I've been in the bushes in different chats, and I have heard people say, well, I just remember the day that she said so and so, so and so. I just had to, like, I just could not do it anymore. That's what I expect to see. Like, I would expect for somebody saying something that demonic for people to just automatically just log off. Like, you could automatically see the numbers drop, but you don't. And I think that's just terrible. Fee's grandson is covered by the blood of Jesus. He will get stronger and healthier with the days to come. I stand on that, and we touch and agree on that in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, he will get stronger. He will be a strong young man. He will do great things with his life, and he will have great purpose because God has him covered. God has his mother covered and his family covered, you know. And that's what you do. You stand on stuff like that, and you you almost have to get to the point where when you hear people say such evilness that you start to really, really look at why they're evil. because reacting to it is never going to solve it. Because when you react to it, they get mad, you get mad, and then you get caught up into an argument. And an argument is a distraction. The real deal, Holyfield, is what's going on with these people and why they say such evil and hurtful things to people and about people. And that would make us believe that there are some undiagnosed mental illnesses out here. And unfortunately, as long as you get 1,000 subscribers, you can have a channel. So, honey, you might scroll across YouTube and see any type of foolery. Okay, you got all type of, baby, you got all type of gambling addicts, crack addicts, alcoholics, all kind of addicts on this doggone app, honey. You see that right here in this sector. You ain't no telling what you might see or what you might hear on this app. But what matters is what you actually believe and what you actually take into your brain and what you take into in your heart. And we know that Fees, first of all, is never going to ever believe anything demonic like that about any of her children, anybody in her family. And we just cancel it right now. That girl ain't got no power. If she didn't put in 100 resumes and ain't got 100 replies, how much power does she really have? Child, please. It's just the fact that she said it, though. I think that's the thing. The fact that she would even say it. But we got to consider the source. Look at who raised her. Look at the family dynamic. Are we surprised? No. Will she ever get it? Probably not. We're talking about a girl who we've seen for the last 4 to 5 years graduate from standing in the corner to standing behind the computer screen. That's about all we've seen her do, and fake a graduation and then get the degree 10 to 12 months later. We've seen her go to the Chris Brown concert with something that looked like bloomers. We don't know what it was. We've seen her go to the all purple party in New York City with with everything but her nipples showing, in a purple dress that waved in the wind like a handkerchief. We witnessed all this in these last 5. Are we surprised at anything that comes from that child there? We should have known when she had that purple dress and all her boobs was out, and her boobs is the size of these pillars. So basically, her shirt was cut down the heel, and all her boobs, all you saw was her face and boobs and a little piece of purple fabric. Basically, girl, please. We can't expect to see too much from her. We really can't, because baby, she is, Lord have mercy. That girl really needs some help. She really, really needs some help. But I know that Fees and her family will not listen to their foolishness and not let that affect them. We just hate that it's even out here and that people are listening to it. But y'all, we share the internet with some very sick individuals, and we just gotta be guarded up and prayed for and prayed over that evilness does not affect our hearts and does not affect us and our platforms. We have to watch how we respond to it, because you have a digital footprint, so you try your best. Even though sometimes some of these people do things that make you really, 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 really want to spaz out on them, and will make you say some very hurtful things back to them, because when a person attacks what you love, your first reaction is to attack what they love. And that's just human. So listen, you cannot dictate how people respond. You don't know how you're going to trigger people. But if you have morals, then you understand that this is a platform and you're basically talking. But you can let your mouth write a check that you cannot cash, because now you can say something to some so evil. You don't know who's scrolling and who just lost the baby. And here you say that and decide that they just going to stay up all for 24, 25 days to find where you are and catch you outside slipping. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with some of this stuff that you say, especially hateful stuff like that. Honey, let some of these groups that some of these groups, these mommy groups, find out what she said. Baby, she better be glad nobody don't take a clip of what she said and post it on TikTok. Because, honey, they'll have 1 million people trying to cancel her. You got to be careful about stuff like that. You can't say things like that. I mean, she went straight to the doggone, the girl. Ooh. What I heard just a few minutes ago was vile. All because she told you, basically, that now is not the time for you to be trying to assert your independence in the situation with your mom. That now is the time for you to basically just kind of grow up and suck it up and do what you need to do. Pretty much everybody has been telling you that. I mean, people have their ways of telling you. But just like you just said the most unthinkable things to feed, then you should expect people to come and say some of the most unthinkable things to you. You see how that works? And that's not what you want to accept. See, you feel like because you're Roz's daughter, you should be able to do whatever you want. The world don't care nothing about you, and the world don't care nothing about Roz. And you constantly out here every day and causing your digital footprint to look like you are absolutely heartless. Nobody will want you to work for them the way you present yourself out here on the internet. And people can't tell you nothing. Every time somebody try to talk to you, you just talk crazy about them and all this kind of stuff. So, but I'm going to keep on saying it because you need to hear it. I know some of those women in her chat had been through the same thing with their children or grandchildren, but they don't speak out. No, they don't speak out to her. They don't speak out to her. I just don't, I just, You know, I remember sometimes back when I was a little young, you know how it is. And you come in from something and your mama say, hey, what happened? And you say, oh, mama, so-and-so Tammy, she made me sick with her so-and-so, so-and-so. I remember I used to talk to my mom and she used to say, okay, don't say that. Now you can say this, but now you can't say that about a person because da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like I remember my mom teaching me what was appropriate and what was not appropriate. I would have thought that those young ladies would have been taught that as much as their mother taught. She did not teach them any boundaries. Whatever they say about a person is okay. The lowest, the best. And I would hear her kind of laughing at them when they would be saying things about people on the internet. So I believe Manjanae when she said, when she did say that her mama called her retarded bees. I believe it. Now let me go back and read. She went far, way far. Oh, yes. Now I didn't hear all of, I saw the title and I clicked on it and she was yelling and she said something about, and I just said, okay, because I just didn't want to hear all of that. So I didn't really listen to it. I was in the bushes and I heard people talking about it. And I was like, oh. And then I was listening to Kendra's replay when Kendra listened to, I don't know if she listened to all of it, but I think she listened to some of it. And Kendra's response, I love Kendra's response. Kendra's response was, she was very, very calm. And she has defended Day Day. And, you know, Kendra, when she defends somebody, she loves somebody, honey, because y'all know the history. She just got it in her heart. That's what she gonna do. And that's the way it is. Now, Day Day not even mature enough to even realize that. And she herself says she listens to Kendra. So, but I think that Day Day thinks that when she listens to people, that they're going to always then agree with her. I think that she really thinks that. I don't think that she feels that people can have constructive criticism when it comes to her. So and then she thinks that she's some type of princess because she feels that this is her mother's sector. So she went from being ignored to getting recognition. And now that she has recognition on social media, honey, it has gone to her head. So when people speak against her, she can't take it. Like, she literally can't take it. I really believe that about her. I believe that she has the mentality of a lot of teens and social media people, and that when somebody says something about her, she really, really loses it. Me, on the other hand, when I hear people talk, sometimes I kind of look at it like, okay, well, you know, you probably could fix that. Oh, she lying on that. Oh, she's jealous of you on that. Oh, she's hating on you on that. Well, now she kind of right on you on that. Like, I just kind of do it like that. You see what I'm saying? And so if it's something that I feel like I need to fix, I work on it. If it's something that I feel where I'm right in, I don't worry about it. But I don't let it personally affect me because I know who I am. I know me. I'm a great person. Okay? So, but it takes a level of maturity to get to that point in life. And this child, honey, she already behind the curve. She ain't nowhere near. So but the problem is, can you imagine her having children and raising them? Lord. You know, I think Roz raised her kids thinking that she was going to live forever and be taking care of them forever. I think we all need to take a lesson in the chopping book of raising children. Raise your children to be able to survive in the world without you. Cause baby, I don't think these kids gonna make without their mama, honey. They need guidance. They need real guidance. Cause that is so sad that it's nobody that can actually tap that child on the shoulder and tell her how absolutely out of line and off the Richter scale she has been on the internet this past week. It's sad. The look on Kendra's face when it got back to her what she was saying spoke a little disappointing to me. You expected for Kendra to come out harder, or you felt like Kendra was disappointed in what Day Day was saying? You felt like Kendra didn't think that they would say such things. I felt like Kendra was a little shocked. Like, she was like, whoa, like, damn, like, you really, really went in. Like, when I saw, like, I kind of saw her do her head like that. And, oh, okay, yeah. When I saw her do like that, like, I was like, well, dang, what did she say? So, but I have not listened to it. I have not listened to it yet. I don't know how much I can stomach, because from the people who have watched it, they have really, even people, I have listened to a lot of people's reaction, and they pretty much are saying the same thing that Kendra was saying. And I was like, whoa. Now, from what I just heard a few minutes ago, she sounded so angry. Like, she is really, really, like, she sounds really, really angry. She sounds very, very angry. And whenever I have been that angry, I scared myself a little bit. She might need somebody to check on her. Because did y'all hear the anger? There's something going on with that young lady. There's something going on with that young lady. She doesn't even know thee. She don't even know this baby. You're yelling that much at the phone? It don't match, y'all. It don't match. It don't match. Something else is going on there. Something is going on there. And Kendra may be right. Maybe she was scared Marjanae was on her way and Marjanae gonna whoop her butt, because now we all know how they get down at that house. You know how the time doesn't match the crime. They can't, it don't match the crime. It don't match the crime. Because, I mean, she came out here and then she had something to say about Chrissy. Like, she just been coming out here wilding out, wilding out, wilding out. I don't know if she feels like that's the only way for her to make some revenue. Is because she's going to get some views. Maybe that's what it is. Because I know people do play games like that now, because arguments do sell. And y'all know that a lot of times they just be waiting on you to set something about them so they can come out here and, call you. I mean, just, So a lot of times arguments, but, yep, the crime don't match it. Yep, it's something going on with her. It's something going on with her. It's something really, really going on with her. I feel like the somebody in the Raw Squad needs to drop in her chat the link to betterhelp.com and get her to talk to somebody. She needs to talk to somebody. That lady is gonna go in on a lot of people. She says she gonna run her checkup. Oh, she gonna run it up. Well, yeah. Well, I guess that's what she gonna do then. She gonna run her checkup. But see, now here's the thing, though. Running your checkup a lot of time does turn around and bite you in the butt. Because while you're trying to run your checkup, here's the thing, though. You are out here trying to get a job. And I don't care how much you hide. I don't care how much you don't want people to know. People will find out things. And right when it's going good, you ain't heard nothing on social media, then all of a sudden, here comes, oh my God, she said that? You see what I'm saying? So it's all fun and games now. She can run up her check now. But it's little things like this that come back and ruin people's lives. We see it all the time. And why she would play around with her future like this, because just because she got a degree, it's 1 million people that got a degree. It's 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 got a degree in what she got in. So it's competitive. And when you're trying to get started, you got to have money saved. You got to have moving expenses. You got to buy all new things. You got a fresh start out there in the world. The expense of that, you're going to need good connections, and you're going to need a helping hand. And with the way she's conducting herself, I'm afraid she is really going to cause more damage than good. So the check that she gets, I hope that it's worth it, because in my opinion, mom is siding with her sister and not speaking with her. Yep. That's what's going on. Mom is side, and now we know mom loves Marjanae anyway. So now mom ain't got no problem with siding with Marjanae. And you know, that's how Day feels. She feels like her mama, she knows how her mom is about her sister. And I think that's something that she has a problem with. So if they fight the way they fight on this here app, though, if I only shudder to think the way they fight behind closed doors, honey, if we were flies on the wall, I bet you that house is like a ongoing reality show. I bet you. So it's gonna be interesting. But don't worry, it's gonna come out, because Marjanae been hitting that live button, it seems like every 2 hours. So she's chomping at the bit to tell something. So yeah, something ain't going on. Davion is acting like she got mad cow disease. She ready to go postal on somebody. Marjanae hitting that live button every time, turn around. Them jokers, ain't no telling what they probably been thumping, fighting, rolling down the street, girl. Ugh, ain't no telling. But don't worry, it's gonna come out, and I hope that it come out when I'm off work so I can hear everything. And I hope I'm not asleep. So y'all hooty hoo me if anything go down, child, because y'all know I be asleep. Anyway, I need to get on off of here. I've been enjoying talking to y'all, but I got to get off of here, y'all. I got to get ready for tomorrow. I'm going to miss y'all. I like having a day off. I could get used to this leisure life. I see how y'all don't like to work and stuff. Y'all get to sit around all day. It must be nice, girl. But nah, I got to keep these lights on, so I better get on up and go to work tomorrow. I better go to work, girl. Shoot. I had them 3 days when I had that flu. I probably didn't use up all my sick days, child. I got to look and see. I don't know. I think we get a lot of them. I think we get one every. Oh, yeah, we do get a lot. Okay. All right. I need to look. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get on off of here. My baby's asleep, and she's had her dinner, so I got to figure out what I'm going to eat and all that kind of stuff. And I know other people want to come on, so I got to roll my hair, figure out what I'm going to wear tomorrow, go ahead and iron it and hang it up and do the responsible thing and pack my lunch. So I need to go ahead and do all of that because it's about 7-something now. So yeah, I want to be in the bed at a good time so I get a good night's rest, because tomorrow I got to be ready to hit it. But as I always say, I love you guys later. Thank you guys for hanging with me and talking to me. And, you know, I've been enjoying you guys. I have enjoyed listening to you on this off day. Yes, I enjoy talking to you guys. So I want y'all to come back. The days when I work, I'm a little tired. So some days I may come and some days I may not. But just understand, the days when I don't come, just know that I'm probably tired or I'm planning a lesson or something like that. And I know what I'm doing my lesson plans. That'll be boring to y'all because my face will be in the computer and I probably won't be paying attention. So I thought about sometimes going live while I'm at the computer. But I'm distracted, so that wouldn't be fair to you guys. So, but anyway, we'll work it out. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all stay blessed. And if anything go down, hootie hoo me. So I'll wake up. All right, bye.